So Reece, a female advanced driving driver. I'm curious, like, what journey did you follow to get here?
It's got a pretty common start, if I can say it that way. I always used to watch Formula One as a kid. I think a lot of people did. But my main motivation, I must say, was my father, surprisingly. I know it's a Women's Day event, but my father was my inspiration.
Right?
He actually used to do cross-country off-road racing.
Wow.
And when he decided to retire, he very promptly got bored and thought, daddy-daughter racing team is a good idea. We started racing together. We started winning championships. Then I went on my own and I started winning championships. I very quickly realized that this was what I wanted to do with my life.
Oh, wow.
But
wow.
No, everyone said that I wouldn't be able to do it. They said there's just no way that you're going to make a career for yourself in motorsport.
My goodness, they actually said that?
They said that. They really said that. To me, that was just a challenge. It was like, okay, now I have to prove that I can do this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And 4.5, 5 years in, I don't regret it at all.
And when you give advanced driving to males, predominantly males, how do they react?
There's two different mindsets when it comes to the men in general that I instruct. It's, are you old enough? Have you got a license?
Oh, have you got a license?
Do you know what you're doing? The other side of the coin is, this is fantastic to see a woman doing this type of thing. Thank you so much for taking the men to instruct. Generally, a lot of the women like to be instructed by a female because they feel a lot more comfortable. But the men as well. And it builds character for them challenging me. I have to have a thick skin when it comes to that type of thing. And I have a very, very supportive team behind me. They know my capabilities, sometimes a little bit more than I do. So they sometimes push me into things and they're like, no, you can do it, you can do it. And I'm like, can I? Can I? Can I do it? And it normally ends up well.
Right.
Haven't crashed yet.
Yeah. And it's not going to happen, right?
Well, there's a driver or a racer that has crashed and one that is going to crash.
Right. It's just a question of when.
It's a question of when. When that day happens, I'm sure it's going to come sometime. Well, it might be a bruise to the ego, but it'll also be a learning curve. Yes, I've been doing not the same job, but I've been doing this job now for almost 5 years.
Right.
Every single day I learn something new.
That's phenomenal. And for the young, aspiring female drivers, what's your advice to them?
Do it. Go and do it. It's hard. It's challenging. You're going to get home some nights and you're just going to cry. You say, why am I doing this? And then you're going to get up the next morning and you're going to get to work and realize this is why I'm doing this.
Right.
It's for those few women and those few girls that come on course and get their licenses and they say, I want to be like you when I grow up.
Right.
That's what gets me up in the morning. I think the industry is starting to change and starting to accept women more.
Right.
And you have a look through history, BMW has always had the most female drivers throughout their history. It's
amazing.
This is fantastic. Yes, other brands have had female drivers, but BMW consistently has a woman on their platform.
Right. That's amazing. So, I hear you can pull some moves.
I like to think so.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Good stuff.
The adrenaline. All right. Yeah, you can do this. I'm convinced. Whoa. Okay. All right. That was quite something, yeah? Just quite an experience. Can we take my blood pressure right now?
I think you're fine.
Yeah, no, I'm so fine. Gosh, this is what you do all the time?
It's quite fun.
You're hot. Thank you. That was great. It was really great.